the only Pokemon that's able to evolve into 8 different ones. Eevee. But which one is the best in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? That's what I'm here to find out today. So, without any further ado, let's get into the video. The worst one's Jolteon. Jolteon is the worst one. I mean, okay, so when you look at Jolteon's stats, there's nothing really special going on. Like, it has 65 HP, 65 attack, 60 defense, and 95 special defense, which is okay, like, it's mid. And everything's just in special attack and speed, which is fine because you can build it that way. Like, you can build it 252 in speed and 252 in special attack. But the thing is, it just doesn't offer anything. Like, I know that Jolteon's used with the whole the Dunsparce rattled like strategy thing where you use pin missile and then like blah blah blah. But using Jolteon as like an actual Pokemon and like expecting to win is not feasible. Like, its two abilities are Volt Absorb and Quick Feet. Volt Absorb is fine. Like, Volt Absorb is actually like a really good ability, but its defenses just aren't there. Like what? Like, you're gonna heal Jolteon and then it'll just die. Like, literally, like, one Iron's Hands, like, close combat, this thing's dead. One Garchomp, not even Earthquake, like, one Garchomp Dragon Claw, this thing's dead. So, like, is Volt Absorb really saving you? Like, probably not, it's kind of irrelevant. The only strategy that I've actually thought of if you do want to use Jolteon is use Flame Mob and you have the ability Quick Feet, and your moves are Electro Ball, Terra Blast, you want to protect, and I'll say why. So Quick Feet basically boosts your speed when you have a status condition, okay? And even though Jolteon's already fast, making it faster can actually be very beneficial. And that's because of Electro Ball. The more faster you are compared to the opponent, the more Electro Ball will do. So the way I've gauged this is, you can either use a Timid nature or a Modest nature, but there is a cap to the speed. So like, there's a cap to how fast you can be compared to the opponent. Like, I think the maximum damage Electro Ball can do is 150. It can't go above 150. So if you are hitting that cap frequently, then it's best to use a Modest nature because a Modest nature will boost your special attack, meaning Electro Ball will do more damage. If you wanted, you can run Terra Ice to try and hit ground types because Electro Ball isn't going to affect ground types because ground types are immune. And we have Yawn because Yawn's a good move and Jolteon doesn't learn any good moves basically. So yeah, that's Jolteon. I can't lie, probably by far the worst Eeveelution. Like, I don't know, I just don't see it doing anything. Like, it's fast, it has good special attack, but that's it. That's literally it. It's not doing anything else. Jolteon's best use is literally the Dunsparce. Like, Pin Missile with the Dunsparce is its best use. So yeah. If you really want to cope and make Jolteon good, you can run Pincurchin along with it because Pincurchin has Electric Surge, and what Electric Surge actually does is it summons a Electric Terrain. And if you didn't know, Electric type moves actually get boosted by 50% in Electric Terrain, so Electro Ball will do even more damage. But again, look, this is just if you're a die-hard Jolteon fan, because I don't know, Jolteon's just not it. But anyway, let's get into the next one. I have decided to put Leafeon in this spot. And this hurts me because Leafeon has such a cool design. But the thing is, similar to Jolteon, it just doesn't bring that much to the table. Like, okay, its stats. It has 65 HP, 110 attack, 130 defense, 60 special attack, 65 special defense, and 95 speed. Okay, the defense is really good, attack is really good, speed is kind of mid, but it's fine because it has Chlorophyll, and we'll go over the abilities later. But it's just very standard. Like, it wants to be a sweeper, that's it. If you're not running Leafeon to sweep, you're not running Leafeon correctly. It literally just wants to use Swords Dance and sweep. That's all Leafeon does. So most likely you'll be putting 252 into attack and 252 into speed. Now, because Leafeon is a sweeper, I think the best item you can put on it is Life Orb, so you can secure more kills, but there might be a better item for it, I have no idea. But regarding the abilities, you have two abilities, as usual. So you have Leaf Guard as his main ability. So what Leaf Guard actually does is protect Leafeon from getting any status conditions. So it can't get paralyzed, can't get put to sleep, anything like that's not gonna work. Its second ability is Chlorophyll, which doubles its speed on the sunny day. Now, this ability is very good, but there's an issue. Well, like, not really an issue, but I guess it's sort of hard to get the scenario where you are getting the Chlorophyll boost. Well, I'm saying that, but okay, I'll tell you why I'm saying this, okay? So there's Torkoal, okay? Torkoal has Drought, we all know this. If you're playing doubles and then you lead with Leafeon and then you lead with Torkoal, Leafeon will by default have the Chlorophyll boost. But the thing is, you mostly want to run Torkoal under Trick Room because Torkoal speed's 20, which means that it will most likely die instantly if it's not under Trick Room, because people will aim for Torkoal, because people hate Torkoal. Like, I can't even lie, Torkoal's probably giving certain people PTSD. Terrifier Drought Eruption does way too much damage to be legal. Torkoal does want to be under Trick Room, and Leafeon doesn't because you're running Leafeon max speed. So there's kind of a conflict here. Like, one's really slow, and one's really fast. So I don't know if it works the best running these two together. It might, but from face value, it doesn't seem like it would work too well. Maybe if you run Substitute on Leafeon and you have the expectation that people will attack Torkoal, so you can hide behind the sub and then you Sword Stance and then just sweep the whole team. Like, that can work, but it just doesn't seem that stable to me. And I just feel like the rest of the Eeveelutions from this point are better than Leafeon. But let's go over the moves that I have chosen for Leafeon if you do want to use it. So I've gone with Leaf Blade, Quick Attack, Sword Stance, and Protect, or Substitute. Either one you can choose. But yeah, that's Leafeon. For the Terra type, I have no idea. I mean, Terra Grass is fine, just so you do more damage with Leaf Blade. But if you want, you can go with Terra Fire, because if you are on the sunny day and you do replace, like, I don't know, let's say you replace Quick Attack with Terra Blast. Terra Blast will do nuclear damage, because obviously you are gaining initial stab from turning it into a fire type, on top of Sunny Day boosting your fire damage even more. And speaking of Sunny Day, I actually forgot. Obviously, like, there's Torkoal that you can run with Leafeon, but it's also Prankster Murkrow with Sunny Day that you can run. So yeah, you can run like Murkrow with Sunny Day, Tailwind, blah blah blah. Honestly, Leafeon's not bad, but it just could be better. It could be better. Next, we have Umbreon, and I feel like this one's going to be very easy to explain. Umbreon's just a tank. In every single generation Umbreon's in, it has one job role, and that's the tanking support. That's it. It's not meant to do damage. If you look at its stats, 95 HP, 65 attack, bad. Really, really good defense, 110. Special attack, really bad, 60. Special defense, really good, 130. Speed, bad, 65, okay? It's not meant to do damage, it's meant to tank. That's all Umbreon does. You give it Leftovers, you give it Yawn, Moonlight, Foul Play, and Snarl. That's basically like your standard set. Like, you Snarl to reduce the opponent's special attack, you use Foul Play sometimes for damage, you use Moonlight, and then you use Yawn to put the opponent to sleep. That's basically it. Like, that's all Umbreon really does. And I feel like Umbreon brings enough to the table to warrant being in this spot. Like, it's not bad, but like, it's not great. It's just sort of like, when you see Umbreon, you're like, okay, Umbreon's here. Umbreon has like one job role, and that's to just cause disruption. That's basically it. Umbreon causes disruption. And yeah, don't think there's more to really say. I don't think there's even a point changing Umbreon's Terra typing, because again, it's not meant to really do anything. It's just there to interrupt the opponent, if you will. So yeah. Let's get into the next one. Okay, so in this spot, we have Espeon. Now, Espeon's actually decent. Okay, so if we look at his stats, 65 HP, 65 attack, and 60 defense. Not really good, but 130 special attack, 95 special defense, and then we have 110 speed. Very good. So, ideally, the way that you want to run Espeon is the same way that you want to run Jolteon and Leafeon, and that's the sweep. So you put everything into special attack, everything into speed, and you just hope that you win. That's basically the concept. And if you didn't know, Espeon actually does get one of the most broken abilities in Pokemon history, being Magic Bounce, which basically deflects any status moves that are directed at Espeon. So let's say someone uses Taunt on Espeon, it will basically bounce back the Taunt onto the user, which is really, really OP. Item-wise, you can run Focus Sash. Move-wise, you can run Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, and Protect. Instead of Psychic, maybe you can use Shy Shock, I have no idea. But if you don't want to use Focus Sash, you can actually run Choice Specs, and instead of Protect, you can run Trick. For example, if you were going to fire Garganacl, just give it Choice Specs. Boom, it's shut down. Easy as that. Now this one could be controversial, but I've put Glaceon here. And hear me out. Okay, look. Originally, when making this list, I put Glaceon as the worst Eeveelution. I saw its stats, I saw its moveset, I saw its ability, and I was like, no. Like, no, this has to be the worst one. Like, it actually brings nothing. And I was like, wait. Let me actually try to surprise myself. Because most Pokemon can be good if you put in their brain power to try and make them good. So I was like, you know what, let me try and quote to see if there is a way that you can run Glaceon in doubles. And there is. There is actually a very good way to run Glaceon, which is why Glaceon's this high. So before I get into the strat, let me actually go over Glaceon's like stats and stuff and like the moves that you want to use. Glaceon has 65 HP, 60 attack, 110 defense, 130 special attack, 95 special defense, and 65 speed. Looking back on this, Glaceon's stats aren't bad, but it was the speed. Like, the 65 speed just isn't something that you want, but we can make it work, and we will get back to that. For the moves, we have Blizzard, Protect, Terra Blast, and Wish. For the item, we have Life Orb. For the ability, we have Ice Body. And Glaceon's Terra type is Ground. Oh yeah, and its nature is Quiet, which boosts your special attack and reduces your speed. Now for the EVs, I basically put everything into HP and everything into special attack. This is the moment where we go over the strat to what makes Glaceon so good. So, also bear in mind, this is in terms of double battles. You lead off with Glaceon, and then you lead off with a Trick Room setter. I like to use Scream Tail with Iron Ball. What Iron Ball actually does is a half your speed, obviously making it so Scream Tail will be faster in Trick Room. First turn, use Protect with Glaceon, and then use Trick Room with your Trick Room setter. So I would use Trick Room with Scream Tail. Second turn, you use Blizzard with Glaceon, and then you swap out your Trick Room setter into a Bomber Snow that should have Snow Warning, and should also be holding the Icy Rock. If you don't know what Snow Warning actually does, Snow Warning just causes it to snow. And if a Bomber Snow actually holds the Icy Rock, Snow will last 8 turns instead of 5. And Blizzard can't miss in Snow. So the whole concept is you spam Blizzard until you win. Not only that, but Ice Body actually does heal you in snow, which sort of counteracts Life Orb, because Life Orb deals damage to you every single time you use a move. Life Orb does 1/10 of your HP, and Ice Body heals 1/16 of your HP, so you will lose more HP than you will be gaining, but it's still better than nothing. Like, you're still gaining some sort of HP, which means that you will be gaining more survivability than you would have prior to not having this ability. I chose to go Terra Ground so I could hit Steel types and I could hit Fire types for super effective damage, and I put Wish on Glaceon because Glaceon already has Protect, and Wish and Protect goes very well. So yeah, that's the Glaceon set. Glaceon, honestly, very underrated. I'm sure that the gameplay has already demonstrated why Glaceon's good, by the way. Like, if you see what's happening in this gameplay, you are seeing why Glaceon's OP. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. In third, we have Vaporeon, and this actually might be a shock to a lot of people. It was actually a shock to me as well, but there is actually a very interesting way that you can run Vaporeon, and it's all to do with its Terra typing. So you run Vaporeon Terra Fire, and the reason you do this, okay, is Vaporeon gets Water Absorb. So essentially, you are baiting the opponent into attacking you with a water type move because your ability is still the same. Like, you still have Water Absorb, and what Water Absorb does is it heals you for 1/4 of your HP. 1/4 of your HP is a lot, considering as well Vaporeon's HP stat is 130. That is a monumental amount of HP. Since we're speaking about the HP, we might as well speak about the other stats. So it has 65 attack, 60 defense, 110 special attack, 95 special defense, and 60 high speed. So how I'd run Vaporeon is I'd put everything into HP, and I'd put everything into defense, and I'd run a Calm Nature. This would boost my special defense, but then lower my attack. For the moves, we have Yawn, Terra Blast, Muddy Water, and Haze. Vaporeon basically is, in a way, a more comprehensive Umbreon. Like, you're using it to tank, but like at the same time, we actually can do decent damage with Vaporeon because its special attack stat is so high. It's like 110, which is actually decent. Haze is just one of those moves where you just can't go wrong with it because a lot of competitive play revolves around stat changes, and if you can negate that when you won, then you're literally controlling the battle, which is like really good. So yeah, Vaporeon, I am comfortable putting Vaporeon number 3. Just having Terra Fire there and being immune to water, and not only being immune to water, but actually gaining HP when you are hit by a water type attack is just too good for Vaporeon to be any lower than this. So yeah, that's Vaporeon. In second place, we have Flareon. Flareon is the second best evolution in this gen. That's it. Flareon actually just might be one of the most underrated Pokemon of like all time. It does too much damage. It actually does too much damage. It's actually crazy how much damage Flareon does, okay? So look, very simple strategy. You run Flareon with a Trick Room setter, similar to Glaceon, okay? Trick Room first turn. You put all of its EVs into HP, all of its EVs into attack. Okay, wait, I should go over its stats first. So you have 65 HP, 130 attack, 60 defense, 95 special attack, 110 defense, and 60 high speed, okay? That attack stat, 130, is nuts. You put everything into attack, everything into HP. You put a Brave Nature on it, making it have more attack but less speed. But it's fine because you run it under Trick Room anyway. And on top of that, it has the ability Guts, which makes its attack even higher. So you just slap a Toxic Orb on it, you're done. Like, honestly, you have Flare Blitz, Facade, Protect, and Curse. And you know what's even more OP about Flareon, okay? If you don't want to use Protect first turn for the Toxic Orb to proc, okay? You can use Curse to lower your speed even more and increase your attack even higher. Flareon will one-shot anything with Terra Normal Facade, and that's the Terra type you want to use on it. You want to use Terra Normal, which is easy to get. Breed down Eevee. Eevee's a normal type. Just evolve Eevee into Flareon. It will keep the Terra Normal type in, and you're good to go. It's so broken. I've made a video about using Flareon on my channel. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But yeah, Flareon is cracked. Actually cracked. But Flareon is not the best evolution. That title goes to Sylveon. Sylveon is broken. Sylveon's just like actually too good. You put Throat Spray, Pixelate, Hyper Voice, you're done. That's all you need. Video's over. You run Throat Spray as the item, ability Pixelate, Hyper Voice. There's nothing more you need. There's nothing more you need. Like Terra Fire to counter Steel types, you're done. Honestly, Terra Fire, Terra Blast, Quick Attack, Protect. You put everything into like HP, everything into special attack, you've won. You have beaten Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration, but Essentially, Sylveon's good. It has 95 HP, 65 attack, 65 defense, 110 special attack, 130 special defense, and 60 speed. Sylveon's not meant to outspeed anything. Like, Sylveon's slow, that's fine, okay? Just put it to tank something, I don't even know. Like, honestly, like, I don't even care. Just run 252 in special attack, you've won. You've won, that's it. Hyper Voice hitting 2 Pokemon on the field with the boost from Pixelate, okay? With the boost from Throat Spray as well. Throat Spray being an item that increases your special attack by 1 stage if you use a sound-based move. For example, Hyper Voice, you're just eating good. There's nothing more to even say. Like, Sylveon literally has one job, and that is to spam Hyper Voice, and it works. It works so well to where it's the best evolution. You see it in tournaments all the time. And you know what? Let me actually go over what Pixelate actually does if you don't know what it does. So all normal type moves turn into fairy type moves, and on top of that, they get boosted by 20%. What were Game Freak thinking? Game Freak weren't thinking. They weren't thinking. But yeah, Sylveon is the best evolution. I don't think it's even debatable. I feel like most people will say that Sylveon is the best evolution as well. So like, yeah. Especially if you ran Sylveon under Trick Room. But Sylveon's so good to the point where you don't even need to run Sylveon under Trick Room. It's just good. That's basically the video done. Definitely comment down below if you feel like I've made a wrong decision, or comment down below if you feel like I made a good decision. I don't know. Just comment your thoughts. Like the video and sub for more content. And yeah, that is basically all she wrote. Okay.